Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. Last time, we completely cleared the remaining side quests of the game, including, well, saving Blue Eyes from the Wrath of Lugia and completed our decks. This time, for the bonus videos, we're going to be heading to the Ranger Net. So, from here, there's 3 different options we have. You can scan for missions available, play download mission, and Wi-Fi setup. So this game had Wi-Fi connectivity where you could download many different missions. So from these missions you can do many different things though. Scan for missions available. This was when the Wi-Fi was still up. All these events have since expired because you kinda need Wi-Fi. So we have the option of playing download missions. So we have extra missions you can do. So we have these. I hope we can still play these. Okay, yeah, so you can play these missions, but you cannot save during these, which does kind of suck, but meh. So basically, it's one long gauntlet in order to make it to the end. So these are the only 2 I have. There are many other ones. So kind of going out, the first one is Deoxys and the Odd Temple. This mission is pretty much an online mission where you get to where you and many other people. That's right. This is multiplayer locked because they put in a 2 switches in the mission where you need a second person. So even if I had Wi-Fi at the time of the event, I wouldn't have ever been able to play it in the first place because you need friends in the first place. Alright then. So from here you just go through a pretty short temple. You have 9 minutes or so to make it to the end. Your goal is pretty much to chase down Ninetales in order to open up the way to the end. And upon reaching the end, you fight yourself Deoxys. Deoxys has different forms in it. And then from here, you can transfer the Deoxys you get from this into your main game. You can transfer this to as many different games as you want. You can only do one Deoxys per save file for a game, but you can transfer Deoxys. The Deoxys you get depends on how much time you had remaining. So if you had 5 or more minutes remaining, so you just completely sped ran it, you would have got Attack Deoxys. 3 to 5 minutes, you would have got Defense Deoxys. 1 to 3 minutes, you would have got Speed form. And then if you had less than a minute, you get the normal form. So yeah, so you can transfer that into your main game. Next up, Protect the Blue Sphere. From this one was also available roughly around the time of launch to January, so I wouldn't have been able to get this. But from here, it's pretty much your standard Manaphy mission. Every single Ranger game has a Manaphy mission. So basically, you go through and you do an underwater section in order to rescue a Manaphy egg. So yeah, so it's really easy to do this mission. It's meant for you to do very early on. And from here you can transfer a Manaphy egg to your main game. Next up, investigate the Odd Eruption. This one you go through Feldera Volcano as kind of like a repeat mission or to make your way up to the top once again, and then you'll fight yourself Heatran along the way. You just fight Charmeleons and such. So it's relatively low level, pretty easy. And at the top, you fight yourself Heatran as a optional boss. Roughly the same, I think he would be the same as his fight in Shadows of Volmia. And then once you beat him, you'll be able to transfer him into your main games. At level 50, just standard Heatran stuff. Next up, the last mission I wasn't able to get is Rescue the Lost Shaman. This one is the last one you can transfer Pokemon to your game. So for this one, what you do is that you go to the Flower Garden available. You capture yourself a landform shaman. It takes to the sky, and you chase after Sky Shaman while dealing with another bullet hell section. And at the very end, you can capture yourself Shaman in its sky form as a boss fight, and then you can transfer that Shaman into your main games, such as Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and you'll be able to have yourself a Shaman. So that is the rest of those missions I was unable to do. This episode, we have the ability to do this mission. Would you like to start this mission? I've received a letter. It reads, "Come see me at the Oblivia Ruins, but I feel uneasy if I went alone. Would you come with me?" So you cannot save during these missions because, well, yeah. But let's do this. Oh, Natsuya. I'm sorry to call you for something so strange. If Fran were here, he might get angry. Good thing Papa's out, huh, Mom? Natsuya, Don't get too surprised when Mom received a love letter. It's not a love letter, it's a fan letter. Either way, they're pretty much the same thing. Oh, Nemo, would you please stop teasing? It's not a love letter, okay? If you think I'm lying, just read it. Look in the drawer. That fan letter is in there. Mom will probably be embarrassed, so I'll read it for her. Oh, my admired Leanne. I remember the day when I first met you as if it were yesterday. See, it's a love letter, right? Enough already, read the rest. At the time, I couldn't do anything to help you, and I was so ashamed that I couldn't meet your gaze. Sounds like a shy but nice young man, don't you think? We don't need the commentary. I hear that you're an archaeologist. I wanted to meet you again and have an actual conversation, so I started studying archaeology from the ground up. The problem starts right about here. When I did, I found it to be very interesting. I actually started visiting ruins by myself, then I made a huge discovery, Leanne. I definitely want to get your opinion. I'll be waiting in our Oblivia Ruins where we first met. I'll go to the same outfit I was wearing then. Mom told me she didn't remember that person at all. It was totally unrequited love on his part. Nemo, would you knock it off? Hehe. I'm interested in the big discovery he wrote about in the letter. But that place. It's the Oblivia Ruins we were taken when we were kidnapped by the Pinchers. This thing about that place is scary. I still have nightmares about that place. It's a little embarrassing for an archaeologist, though. Hey, Natsuya, you should be my mom's bodyguard and chaperone her date with the letter boy? This isn't a date, it's an investigation. Okay. Natsuya, we should go with Mom to your investigation? Alright. Thank you, let's leave immediately then. With a bodyguard like this, Mom doesn't have anything to worry about. Coming back here is bringing back the fear from before. But I'm an archaeologist. I'm going into the ruins. Alright then, so you don't have any Pokemon with you. You have to catch yourselves from the ground up. Thankfully, right here we get ourselves an Umbreon, which you really want. Trust me, when I say Umbreon is going to be super useful. Coming up. Alright then. So just capture yourselves Pokemon. That's what we're here to do. Alright, then. That's the first one. Next up, Raichu. So yeah, you can tell that, well, I'm already getting myself prepped up. Alright then. Just focusing on. Alright then. Little experience. So if you attempt to save, they'll say not responding. Oh, not as fun as undergoing maintenance. Alright then. Next room, get yourselves Metang. You can tell I'm already prepping for. It's like, oh, he's prepping for something. Pichu? Sure, why not? Not even allowed to play a note. There we go. Next up, Bronzong. Alright. I'm going for my Swampert next. Ooh, goodbye. You're always very useful. Never play nice, do you? I just wanted to catch you very quickly. Somebody managed to get an A rank nevertheless. Swampert. And probably whatever is in this next room should be suffice. Alright then. Getting warmed up. We're in a mess. I mean, come on, there's only like one other Pokemon. I only need 2 S ranks left. We got a Claydol here. Sure. Just finish out my entourage. Alright then, so we have ourselves a full party. This should be suffice enough. So, as you can tell, I'm kind of prepping for something. So, inside the, going up to the boss room, Sceptile, I should be fine. I'm not too worried. I didn't notice it before, but some ancient script is faintly. Something important is written out mysteriously. It'll be hard to decipher it immediately, but it's very interesting. Oh my, I'm sorry. I completely forgot I was going to meet someone. What? What's going on? It's getting darker and darker. Look at it, see ya! Alright. We're already thrust into a boss fight against Giratina. Alright then, Giratina is a very bulky boy. As you can tell, I'm getting a lot of hits off, but not really too much though. Alright then. Of course you have a big hitbox. Which does really suck. He's big. He's chunky. Oh, fun. So he's starting up a lot more of barriers. Alright then, so next up is his enraged phase. I'm just gonna let you do your next attack. Alright then. Alright then. Garchomp. I said Garchomp. Alright, gets good bite. Alright then. Do your next attack. I said do your next attack. Waiting. Waiting. I don't want you to do anything rash. Fine. Alright then, so that phase is gone. Alright then. Alright. So yeah, you can tell that I'm just doing a lot of maintenance stuff. Get in there, Pichu. Alright then. Oh, coming right back in. Alright then. Alright, there we go. Yeah, what? A lot more focus because we're dealing with considerably super bosses. And one ranger point. Alright then, it spits out orbs imbued with loathsome emotions and creates gusts of dark wind. That's the first battle I read in a long time. What's going on? Your feelings of friendship weren't transferred even after capturing it. And so yeah, staying here is dangerous. Let's run for now. Phew, that was close. Are you okay? My capture not working. What in the world is that Pokemon? Apparently that was the legendary Pokemon Giratina. Giratina? Usually that Pokemon lives in a different world, so why did it come to Oblivia Ruins? Also, compared to the pictures of the Giratina I've seen in history books, the shape looks somehow different. Maybe the big discovery mentioned in the letter has something to do with Giratina. I know it's dangerous, but let's thoroughly investigate the ruins. Natsuki and Pichu, please make party cards, okay? Alright, we gotta find Giratina's Griseous orb. So this is the proper mission now. Yay. And what sucks is that there's no checkpoints. So, we have to dive deeper into the ruins. A Pokemon Ranger! Why have they come here? They couldn't be here to arrest me, could they? Oh man, I wasn't expecting this. I won't let them get me. Are there still pinchers who haven't taken off their armor? That's kind of scary and disgusting. I'm worried about the guy who wrote that letter. We have to go forward. Well, I'm sure that person has never taken a shower before in their lives. So yeah. So we gotta backtrack to the temple now. Alright then. So, it hasn't thoroughly saved through all the shenanigans yet. So, let's go head on to the next room. Wait a second. The steelhead icons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 altogether. They're very old. Let me look at them for a moment. Just as I thought, these icons form some kind of device. Another thing that interests me, only this icon is missing pieces from its armor. There are pieces of armor somewhere that we can use instead of the missing parts the device might move. Alright then. So we need to find someone that moves. So we get to go through the cradle room now. Hey, Steelhead. I'm not doing bad things anymore. And despite that, you brought a ranger along. Oh! You just said something a little interesting. Despite that, you brought a ranger along. Could it be? Let's follow the steelhead. So, we have... They don't pay me enough for this! So you have to do this room backwards. Fun. Just stay here. Nobody move a muscle. Alright then. So. Nope. So opening up that shortcut might be useful. Alright then. They're gone. Yep. Definitely could be useful. I'm just hiding out here. I have no idea how to solve this. Please no one, please no one, please no one. So yeah, having to do this room backwards is just an ugh fest. Okay. Okay, we're here at the Duskmore State. Please no see me, please no see me. Okay. So, where the hell could he be? Is he down here? There's a Houndoom here. So you can't backtrack out. There's a Houndoom here of all things. I mean, his ability isn't that great. I mean, it could be useful. Where the heck is this guy? Oh, Houndar's not angry. Oh, he's right here. Good. I finally found you. It's all over now, dear Worst Ranger. But before you take me away, there's something I have to say to Leanne. So you know my name? You're the person who sent me the letter, then? That's right. I said that I would be waiting in the same outfit when we met. But this is so mean, Leanne. Bringing a ranger along in. You're misunderstanding. The ranger and Pichu came along as my bodyguards. For me, the Oblivia Ruins are a scary place that bring back memories of being kidnapped. You should know that just as well as anyone. Oh, well, I'm very sorry about that back then. Could you be? The steelhead who tried to stand up to Purple Eyes before? You remember me. That's right, I'm that steelhead. I felt so sorry for you at the time, but I was so afraid of my leader that I wasn't able to help. So that's what's been going on. I didn't think that your feelings, Leanne, and I wore the same armor from that awful time. I'm sorry. I'll strip this tin can off right now. Oh wait. I'm wearing clothes underneath, so there's nothing to worry about. I'm a pincher underneath too. Well, I'm not a pincher anymore. But these are the only decent clothes I have. I feel better hearing that. By the way, what's that big discovery you wrote about? Wasn't there some hard-to-read ancient script on the wall in the Oblivia Ruins? I noticed that too, but it would take an entirety to decipher them. Only one day? You're amazing, Leanne. It took me an entire week. What? No way, you actually managed to decipher that ancient script? Yes, I was still absorbed in it and I forgot to eat. How surprising, that's really amazing. And what was written there then? The ancient steelhead hid a certain item somewhere in this wide world. It's called a Griseous orb. Griseous orb? That's right. The ancient steelhead summoned Giratina from another world in order to defeat the young hero who was trying to defend peace. Giratina? Then, in order to keep it from leaving, they stole the Griseous orb from Giratina. So in other words, Giratina has always been searching for these Oblivia Ruins for the Griseous orb. I don't think it's always been in the Oblivia Ruins. I'm sure it has been searching the whole world. Then we just encountered Giratina. Really? I just heard really loud screech, so that was Giratina. Your ancestors did something really terrible. You weren't any ancestors of mine. The 5 steelhead who summoned Giratina and I aren't connected in any way. You were more than happy to wear that evil armor, so you can't say that there isn't any connection at all. Take a hard look at what you've done. Huh? Wait a minute. You just said there were 5 ancient steelhead, right? That's what the ancient writing said. I have a feeling I know where the Griseous orb is hidden. You do as well, right, Natsuya? Wait a minute. I wonder if we can use your armor to fill in the missing pieces of the steelhead icon. That's Leanne for you. What a great idea. I'll carry the armor there immediately. That's good, Natsuya. Thank God we don't have to go through the Cradle Room! If we take the pieces of armor that the pincher took off, and put them the missing pieces like this, the device should move, but... Bingo! Just as I thought. That's incredible, Professor Leon. I can't believe there's space like this. Confirm coordinates. Your location is currently north of the previous room. This must be a hidden room. I smell treasure! And Sky Fortress! So, inside this room, this looks like a carbon copy. And right here. Picking up a special energy signal from that icon. I wonder if the Griseous orb is here. We have to investigate. It's never that easy. So we get ourselves wild magnets on that attack. Not enraged, thank goodness. Alright then. One loop wonder. That was excellent. Thanks for cooperating, guys. How beautiful. How about this is the Griseous orb. Professor Leon, Ranger, I'm shocked when you suddenly disappeared. Thanks to you, we obtained the Griseous orb. Because of me? Well now, let's go over the Griseous orb to Giratina. Alright then, so we already know where Giratina is, so I'll meet you guys there. Alright then, so continuing onwards, once you head to the next room, you're going to be faced off against another boss fight. I'm personally ready, so let's go head on in. Giratina is very agitated, are you ready? Okay then, let's go. Giratina, can you hear me? It's okay now. The Griseous orb you've been searching for is right here. Giratina has returned to its origin form with the power of the Griseous orb. It looks like this in the history books. It still seems to be enraged. Netsuya, you're our only hope. The real boss begins. Giratina is much, much harder now. So, starts out causing a lot of fire around, including randomly summoning fire too. Alright Pichu, go ahead and help me out. Alright Zen, I'm just waiting for your next attack. Perfect. Alright then. Already onto its enraged phase, good. Giratina, your next attack, please. Cool. Alright then. Let's go ahead and get some more. Ooh, blue fire. Alright then. So, we're already onto you're out of that. Next phase. No idea how that managed to dodge, but Swampert, do your thing. No need to worry about keeping your Pokemon, because once you finish this boss fight, they will vanish. Okay, Pichu, go ahead and help me out. Okay. There we go. I already got the S on Giratina, so it doesn't really matter if I get the S or not. Professor Leanne! Are you okay? Thank you. I'm thanking you on behalf of Giratina. So that means Giratina took the Griseous orb and went back to the world where it came from. That's great. All this is thanks to you and Netsuya. Mission clear, right, Netsuya? Still, that means Giratina was searching all over the world for the Griseous orb for more than 1,000 years. Well now, former Pincher, do you know why Giratina, in its search for the Griseous orb, reached these Oblivia Ruins? This is a test. A test? Well, I see it. When that fortress rose from here, it was just like when Giratina was summoned into the world, and gave it a sort of a hint. You might have what it takes to be an archaeologist. The Sky Fortress should have never been brought back into the world. But it was the only clue Giratina had about how to get back to its world. That's kind of a tragic story, isn't it? By the way, Professor Leanne, what was the test about? The test was to see if you would be good enough to be my assistant. The result is a passing grade, I suppose. Me? Your assistant? Thanks to you, I was able to overcome the fearful memories I had of this place. I'm grateful for that, of course. This is only if you're interested. I'm interested. I have interest to spare. Writing a love letter was worth it. Well, fan letter, of course. That's enough silly talk. Let's start investigating these ruins right away. Yes. Thank you very much, Professor Leanne. Alright then, so that was the Griseous orb. It takes you right back to the title screen, but nevertheless, yeah, so I think with that, well, I guess kind of continuing onwards. So I think next time in Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs, and probably the last episode we will do, Pledge to Arceus. Quite possibly the biggest DLC mission here and the most important for the story. And plus I'll be going over some miscellaneous stuff that happens to fit into this mission. This is the best mission, actually. So, I'm excited for this mission. I will see you guys then.